Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. This is your preview for a very interesting game here. You know, just like that Real Madrid guy after we beat Real Madrid and knocked them out, that guy on that television station, I don't know where it was, but the guy that was doing this. Yeah, this is what we're doing to Arsenal now. This is what we're doing to Arsenal now because we can see a victim. We can see a victim and they're ready to be taken. They're ready to be taken. But we'll get into the nitty-gritty. Before I do so, I want to let you guys know today's video is brought to you and sponsored by the OneFootball app. Anything that you need to know in regards to football, whether it's your club or another club across the continent or across the world, you can get all your information on the OneFootball app. Make sure you check out the link in the description. There is a giveaway. If you haven't heard already, there is a giveaway. 8 league shirts are being given away to those that make the correct prediction. Make the prediction of who you think are going to become French champions. Make sure you hit that link in the description. Make your predictions and follow the instructions on there. If you do get it correct between Lille, PSG, Lyon and Monaco, then you will be entered into a random draw that will have a chance of winning any league and jersey of their choosing and any name on the back of their choosing as well. So make sure you hit the link in the description. And just to let you know on a side note, the OneFootball app is showing the German Cup final this Thursday for free. So if you do want to watch the game between Leipzig and Borussia Dortmund, then go onto the OneFootball app and you can watch the entire game on there. Now, also, quick one, if you want some of this, 25% off, YTF25 is your discount code over on Shorung and link in the description as well. Here is your preview. 2, Chelsea versus Arsenal, right? 2 clubs in the same city that are under complete different circumstances right now. You got one club that are very unhappy, in complete turmoil, losing games left, right and centre, except they beat West Brom 3-1, so fair play. West Brom are now relegated. I think it's deserved. But absolute mayhem, fans protesting, they want the owner out, they want the manager out, Arteta out, the players don't care. Then you move over to the blue side of London, players care, it's all lovely, we got a top manager, the owner knows what he's doing. The club knows what they're doing. FA Cup final, Champions League final. I mean, it's just the contrast is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And the 2 teams face each other this weekend at Stamford Bridge. Or this week. Tomorrow, not weekend. I'm in weekend mode. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm waiting for the FA Cup final, hey? Anyway, Chelsea versus Arsenal is going to be very, very interesting. Now, the stakes are high on this game because I can tell you now, if Chelsea win, we get top 4. It's done. So we can nail it against Arsenal of all teams, and we can send Arsenal even further down than what they are already. I mean, it's not looking good. Let's take a look at the Premier League table and you can see it for yourselves. We've got Chelsea in 3rd, 1 point ahead of Leicester. So even if Liverpool do win their game in hand, if Chelsea were to win tomorrow, as long as we win, we remain in 3rd. And should Liverpool get into the top 4, they knock Leicester out. They don't knock Chelsea out. So this is why it's looking good for Chelsea if they win tomorrow. Top 4 would be guaranteed. Now, Arsenal are in 9th. They're still in danger of going into 11th. Leeds can go above them if we beat them and Leeds win their game. And right now, it's just not looking good. Aston Villa do have their game in hand as well, so they can catch up. And you never know where they're going to end up. They could finish 9th, 10th or 11th. But one thing is for sure, European football is out of the question for Arsenal Football Club. They will not be competing in Europe next season. Not even the Europa Conference League, as far as it's looking. Unless if they beat us. Unless if they beat us tomorrow, which would be, nah, I'm not having it. Basically, look, this is how I'm approaching the game. Chelsea Football Club, there has to be another 6-0 in store tomorrow. Simple as that. Arsenal beat us when they were 15th, right? When we had Lampard and we walked into the Emirates and we got smashed. And I don't know how. Don't ask me how that happened. We revived Arsenal, coming like Bob the Builder, right? But since then, that kind of fizzled out. Arsenal have still just plummeted and Chelsea have gone on a monumental rise under Thomas Tuchel. Now we have a team that actually knows what they're doing and we have a manager that knows how to coordinate these players and we have the confidence that's so high right now because we're in 2 major finals, one of them coming up this weekend. There is no excuse for Arsenal to come to the Bridge and get a result. There's no excuse. Look, I can't stress it enough. Tomorrow, Chelsea need a convincing win against Arsenal. And on top of that, not to be, salty or anything like that, but there just needs to be clarification here, yeah? That London is blue. It's as simple as that. London is blue. And tomorrow, hopefully that's confirmation. Yeah, hopefully. We'll see what happens. Now, I don't want to undermine Arsenal because let's have it right. On their day, they can still be a top team. On their day, when the stakes are high and all the players are actually up for it and they're feeling it and Arteta kind of half knows what he's doing, Arsenal can be a threat. They've got some danger men in their side. You have to acknowledge that. You look at the likes of an Aubameyang and he can come alive. You got Nicolas Pepe, he can come alive. Lacazette, if he plays, he can come alive. I'm not going to say Willian because we know Willian very well and it's as simple as that. Yes, he scored one free kick against West Brom, but that's his first game. That's his first goal in what? Is it 27 games for Arsenal now? It's just, anyway. Well, we told you, we warned you, Arsenal. We warned you about this guy. You didn't want to listen, but anyway. Arsenal on their day can be threatening. But right now, we are on another level. We should not be allowing them to even think of getting themselves to a good enough level to pose a threat tomorrow. So I'm expecting a dominating and convincing performance from Chelsea Football Club tomorrow, and fingers crossed we get 3 points. Now, in relation to the lineup, the team news at the moment is that there are 2 injuries. There's Christensen and there's Kovacic. Now, both of them are not severe. That's the good news that I want to report to you. Christensen doesn't look like he's going to be out for much longer. He might actually make the cup final, which is fantastic. Kovacic, same situation. He's not being rushed back for this one just because he can be made available for the cup final. So by Saturday, we'll see if the both of them are going to be in the squad, but it's looking likely. Now, in terms of the starting 11 and who I think we should go with, players have been rested. Thankfully, players have been rested. Rotation has been good. We got a top result against Manchester City. Another reason why we can't let Arsenal come to Stamford Bridge and get a result. Look what we've done to City. Man City in their backyard. And you think we're going to allow Arsenal to come to Stamford Bridge and get 3 points? No, it's not happening. Not even a point. There's just no excuse. This is what I'm saying. There's no excuse. Right? There's just no excuse. And I think I speak for many football fans. We want to see the turmoil, don't we? We want to see AFTV and troops and all them not just absolutely go mental, don't we? And we can be the catalyst for that tomorrow. We can make it happen. So come on, Chelsea. That's another reason. Anyway, the starting 11. Let's get into the team that I think Thomas Tuchel should play with, bearing in mind the rotation that he's managed to employ. So let's get into it. We start in goal, and there's no two ways about it, but Mr. Edouard Mendy needs to be the goalkeeper. That is just how it is nowadays. Edouard Mendy is turning into a top goalkeeper, and he mentioned him in the press conference earlier today as well, where the journalist was from Africa but asked about Edouard Mendy, and rightly so, because the concurrence is massive, especially with our African fan base. They look at Edouard Mendy and there's a certain proudness. Edouard Mendy is killing it at the moment, so fair play, he goes in goal. Now the back three, bearing in mind Christensen is injured, I think it's only right that we go to Cesar Azpilicueta, Thiago Silva and Antonio Rudiger as the back three. Thiago Silva got rested, which was fantastic, and that means he's now back in full contention to be in the team. I hope he can manage to play this tomorrow and the cup final because it's a short space, but I reckon he can. Rudiger, absolute monster, needs to be in the team literally every week, every game at this rate until the end of the season. There's just no two ways about it. And Azpilicueta back in his right centre-back role. He managed to get rested, which was pretty cool. And I think that it'll work out really, really well for him to be back in that position and to allow our right wing back to go to a Reece James, for example. Now, we go into the wing-back positions. I'm going to go with Ben Chilwell, and I'm going to go with Reece James. Ben Chilwell got rested. We saw Marcos Alonso, and Marcos Alonso, despite what looked like an average performance, scored the flipping winner. And for that reason, went down as one of the best players on the pitch. It's as simple as that. Scored the winner against Man City. Done his job. Thank you, Marcos Alonso. Fantastic. Chilwell has been rested. He comes back into the team now against Arsenal, where that left-hand side, he can honestly make his. He can really, really, really own that left-hand side tomorrow. I reckon he'll be up against Bellerin. And for speed, yes, he can, I'm hoping, keep up. But in terms of the ball, possession, on and off the ball, positioning, Chilwell's light years above Bellerin. So, looking like he'll have that in the pocket. Reece James on that right-hand side. I think he can have a very, very good job. He managed to get past Mendy, right? Mendy of Man City. He managed, in that second half against City, he managed to put Mendy in his pocket. So I'm expecting a top performance against Arsenal. It's as simple as that. So Reece James at right wing back. We move into the double pivot. Billy Gilmour played against Man City. For goodness sakes, I can't believe I'm saying that. Billy Gilmour played against City and put in a brilliant performance. Top performance, especially in the second half where he actually managed to find some space. Now for this game, I think it's only right. Now that we've seen Kante be rested a little bit, Jorginho's been rested a little bit. Bearing in mind the last game was Real Madrid and that was a week ago. I think both of them will be ready to play this. So in the double pivot, I am going to go with Jorginho and I'm going to go with N'Golo Kante. I think it's right. And in terms of the midfield battle, those two can run any midfield. And when they're together, in terms of playing from the back, in terms of dominating defensively, in terms of moving the ball very quickly, getting in between the lines and getting into good positions around the opposition, Kante and Jorginho are just fantastic. Fantastic. And they've done brilliantly in the absence of Kovacic. So for me, they play. Because if they play, we are dominating the midfield tomorrow. Simple as that. Right now, Arsenal's midfield is a mess. It's a mess, right? It's an absolute travesty. And I'm not mocking, I'm just stating facts here. It's a travesty. There's no excuse for Jorginho and Kante to not boss that midfield from minute 1 until minute 90 tomorrow. So for me, they start. And in terms of the front three, bearing in mind, Ziyech has had a very, very, very good game against Manchester City. But I think rotation needs to keep going here. Mason Mount was rested. Pulisic, rested. Timo Werner, does he start? I think it's only right that we go with Mason Mount and we go with Pulisic to start this one tomorrow. That keeps Ziyech in contention for the cup final against Leicester. Because Pulisic had been rested. Last game was Real Madrid. Mason Mount as well. He wasn't even in the squad. So I think it's right that they come back in for this one, having had a week off. And then you look to Hakim Ziyech, who didn't play against, who managed to not play that many minutes prior. He's going to be rested now in not play against Arsenal and possibly have a contention for the cup final. So you've got to keep these players moving. Not all playing 90 minutes every single game, 90 every single game. Nah. There's resting going on. So for me, these two come back into the fold. If Ziyech has to come on, because he can. He only played the game against City, so I think he can go again tomorrow, but I'm thinking of the cup final. I don't want to tire him out. If any of these two are struggling tomorrow, we bring on Ziyech. Problem solved. The same goes for Kai Havertz, and he's one that you could actually go to. Kai Havertz, should he play? Should he not? For me, tomorrow, I think it's right that we go with Timo Werner. Let's press Arsenal beyond belief. Let's get them panicking because right now, their confidence is shattered. It's shattered. Now, they've had a win against West Brom and that might lift their spirits a little bit. But it's West Brom. And I know I say it's West Brom. They beat us 5-2 at the Bridge. I don't know how that's happened. I can't explain that to this day. But that was a blip, clearly, because now we're in the Champions League final and we're in the FA Cup final. So it's nice to know that result was just a mistake, right? A mistake that shouldn't have happened. I think many of you could probably say the same for yourselves in terms of that line. But anyway, hopefully not. Anyway, Timo Werner, for me, comes in because of the energy, the press that he provides, and what he does up top, even if it's not necessarily just scoring goals, but everything else he does is right. Alongside Mason Mount, Pulisic, with high energy, high output, I think we can pile loads of pressure and just dominate the game, get them into a panic, let them lose their heads, and we should have a coast to a win tomorrow. So for me, that would be the starting 11. We move into the predictions. How should this end? Now, in terms of a prediction, I am going to go with it's at home. I don't want to say we're going to bottle it against Arsenal because we shouldn't. But I'm going to go Chelsea 2, Arsenal 0. Nothing too drastic, nothing too crazy, but a win. Just a nice win and Chelsea nail top 4 officially. And that's it. Done. Football in the Premier League is over for us. We focus on the Cup final. We focus on the Champions League final. And it could be the final now in the coffin for Arsenal in terms of losing tomorrow. They can't afford to lose tomorrow. So it's going to be an interesting game to see what Arsenal show up. As I said, you can't underestimate them, but we should be strong for them. We should be too strong for them. Fingers crossed. Anyway, let me know your predictions in the comment section below. How do you see it going down? Let me know in terms of your starting 11s as well and who you would play. I just want to say this as well in regards to the starting 11. To let all of you guys know, to hopefully have the same mentality. Whatever Thomas Tuchel goes with, I'm happy. If I get this lineup completely wrong and I see something else, I'm cool with it now. Because it's clear that whatever Tuchel chooses, it works, so I don't care now. I trust Thomas Tuchel. In Tuchel, we trust. That is the final thing I want to say. So make sure you let me know in the comments how all of you are feeling. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you did enjoy this video. Much appreciated. Don't forget, 25% off. Go into the link in the description. Use the discount code YTF25. And the OneFootball app, make sure you participate in the giveaway. And make sure you have access to the German Cup final, which is taking place on Thursday, on the app for free. So, I'll see all of you tomorrow. I'm doing the watch along. So make sure you tag along for that one. And then after the game, I will give you guys the match review. So I'll see all of you then. Have a good one. Look after yourself. See you tomorrow. Take care and peace.